honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but I'm a it's set up for.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch him skirt at the mud, at the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, at the gate, on site. Red free, red tight, set the bar, take flight.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Dobbins running out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he won't get much, maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
24's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 24's the mic.
From the 31, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take it into the end zone for Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
4 yards.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This will make it into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
The Ravens 4-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
On the carry.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
makes the score Packers 21, Ravens 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that is incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
4 yards on the pickup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ravens 39-yard line.
From the 39, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
So keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Gain of a yard.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. With it is Brown. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
Throwing now is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Marquise Brown. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 13-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Rolling to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Ravens 25.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Aaron Jones.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.